Welcome back. This is your girl Catcher on the Runway. If you've been with me since day one, you're my A1. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. You know who you are. And if this is your first time joining me, welcome. Join the Catcher on the Runway fam. This channel is all about my travels and adventure vlogs, traveling the globe, just living my best life, trying to cover this earth before the earth covers me, basically. You also might be here because you ran into some of my natural hair videos. And yes, I am on a journey to healthy waist length natural hair, and I'm the queen of protective styling. As you can see, I have this dope Egyptian inspired look with the beading and everything. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Catcher on the Runway if you want to keep up with me on a daily basis. Send me a message, shoot me a DM, join me. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys all about why you've been protective styling for years and years and months, and you take your hair out of the protective style, the wigs, the weaves, whatever it is, the braids, and you're like, okay, my hair is just not growing. So stay tuned for this video. I'm going to give you guys some helpful tips that have helped me during my natural hair journey and my protective style life to help me with this journey to waist length hair. And if you've been following my channel, you know that my hair is basically almost halfway there. So stay tuned.
This flight is arriving on time. So catch her on the runway.
So I wrote down my list of stuff so that we can make this video quick, straight to the point, down to the nitty-gritty. Okay, so main things that you need to do before you put that wig on, before you put those braids in, whatever protective styling you want to do, whatever your choice is, one of the main things is to take care of that hair underneath. I follow the same set of steps, and basically this is my routine for protective styling. Before any style goes into my hair and I'm braiding it up, covering it up, whatever it is, you need to make sure the hair is secured underneath. Don't just wash your hair and throw in that protective style and think, okay, it's going to work a miracle. Absolutely not. So step one, of course, starting on freshly washed hair. You wash your hair, dry it. I am heatless right now. Currently, I've been heatless for some time now. That's also something that's been helping my hair grow. If you want to check out that video on how I went heatless for 12 months and then I did a length check, I'm going to leave that link down below. You guys must see that. But anyways, after you wash your hair, you can air dry it, blow dry it, whatever your preference is. Then I usually start by sectioning off my hair. I usually do 4 sections. I have a pretty small head, just to make it more easy to manage each section and just give each section that attention that it needs. You know, give it that love and care, that TLC. You know, don't rush through this. You want to build a relationship with your hair. No, literally, you think this is a joke. You want to build a relationship with your hair, and then your hair will give back what you put in. Okay, then step 2, I'll spray one section at a time with water or light spritzer. Usually the little spray bottles work just fine. Whatever you have, some people use misters, just to get the hair a little damp. You don't want to drench it, you don't want to soak it, because you need your hair to be dry before you put the protective style in. You don't want it to lead to molding or anything. So just do a light spritz. That's going to help open up your hair cuticles so that once you start putting in the products to help seal and protect your hair in this protective style, it's going to penetrate better. After you spritz it, the next step that I do is I'll use a either a leave-in conditioner or a hair moisturizing lotion, and I'll get that all over my hair. Just get it all through the section that I'm working on. Make sure everything is covered from root to tips, or root to ends, whatever you want to call it. After that, I usually go in with an oil to my scalp. Now the oils that I use and that I would recommend is the coconut oil, vitamin E oil, and tea tree oil. Those are the 3 oils that I usually use on my scalp because they're lightweight and they're also really good to help promote hair growth from the roots. I wouldn't recommend necessarily using, I know people use Jamaican black castor oil is really popular. It is good for your hair. That is actually one of my staple products, but I don't recommend to use too much of it in your scalp because it's so thick, and they say that it can clog your pores. I don't know how true that is, but I can see it happening because of how thick the oil is. Okay, so coconut oil, vitamin E oil, tea tree oil, those are my recommendations. Those are what I use. They all have hair growth promoting properties in them. Look them up. The next step, I'll use a thicker oil, which this is where my Jamaican black castor oil comes in. Okay, I had to throw that out there. Jamaican black castor oil has been my staple for years and years and years, ever since I watched a video a long time ago about somebody having dull edges and they use Jamaican black castor oil and it helped promote their hair growth. So I've been using that. I use it mainly on my ends. So after you come in, you do your scalp with your oils, you put your leave-in or your lotion, you're gonna want to seal up those ends, and I use a Jamaican black castor oil to seal up my ends. But that's not it, folks. You thought I ended with that. No. So my other staple, after I use the Jamaican black castor oil, I follow up with that with shea butter. Okay, so you might be thinking, okay, why do you need all this oil and butters and this and that and the third? Okay, so if you're wearing a protective style, most likely you're keeping it in for at least a month. Some people do for 2 months. So you're going to want to give your hair as much love as you can while basically you have left it alone for this whole month and a half to 2 month period. Okay, I've seen people wear protective styles for like 3 months. That's your choice. That's your prerogative. I'm not doing it that long because my hair starts to itch, okay, and it starts to stink. It's not going to be me, you know, but do whatever floats your boat. So I finished off with a shea butter to kind of just finally lock in the final seal. I don't know why I started using shea butter. I just figured, you know what, this is natural, this is from the earth, it's from the shea butter tree, and I feel like there's healing from things in the earth. I started doing research, and lo and behold, shea butter was something good for you, and I noticed tremendous hair growth from using shea butter and adding that to my hair routine. That is something that is now become my staple product. Like, I won't do anything else without shea butter. I love shea. And then of course after that, then you're going to want to twist each section. I usually twist each section up and just let it just sit in my hair for maybe 10-15 minutes before I start to braid it up to do my protective style, you know, braid it up for wigs or whatever it is that I'm doing. And that is it. You're good to go. You know, you're good to go. Your hair is well protected. And actually, since I've been doing this for my protective style routine, I've noticed that it'll be a month later or a month and a half later when I take out my actual braids or take my wig off or take the braids out or whatever it is, I notice that my hair is still moisturized. You know, so I'm like, okay, this is working, because back in the days when I had less knowledge of what the heck I was doing during my natural hair journey, I would take my hair out of a protective style and it would be so dry, flaky, things like little pieces of hair falling out. I'm just like, what is going on? So I found that just using these simple steps, simple but important, this has really helped my hair to stay moisturized. And you'll see, if you try this yourself at home, you'll see that once you take the braids out, your hair is still moisturized. You can still feel the moisture and you can still feel the shine. All you got to do is go ahead and wash it and get ready for your next protective style. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys in the very next video. Oh, hey, 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 hey. I got the. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Take care.